Okay, guys, so today I'm going to show you how you can put an AI assistant on your website that will be able to chat with users, book appointments with them, and call the users. Um, so it'll be kind of an all in one assistant. It'll be able to do everything. And you'll be able to do this through GoHighLevel on a chat widget. So hopefully this video isn't too long. But let's just get started. So basically, what I did here is I made like a kind of a dummy website um, called Greenville Landscaping. I know a lot of people are using Go High Level to perform like services for other like businesses, other home service businesses, like whether it's lead generation or reputation management or whatever. So I have this dummy um, website called Greenville Landscaping. And so we're going to put a chat widget on here that we're going to be able to communicate with through AI that will be able to call you if asked and book appointments. So the first thing that we need to do is create the AI that will power that chat widget. So let's go over here to AI Assistant. Um, and so I was just playing around with this a second ago, like testing it, and I deleted everything. And so we're going to go here to assistant and create assistant. Now you could do generate for me and it actually will just do everything for you. I'm going to just start with blank um, because I just have the prompt from a second ago and I'll just paste it in. Now, by the way, if you did do the generate for me, it basically gives you this prompt or a very similar prompt. I get all the prompts that when you do generate for me, it's going to give you four elements. It's going to give you the identity, style guardrails, response guideline, and task. It does this all automatically, and then it's on you to kind of just tweak it to get it to do it and say what you want. Because I just ran through all this by myself before making this video, and all I said was like, "You're a booking assistant for Greenville Landscaping," and it went through it. But then we're going to make our own little tweaks and stuff. So let's call this our Greenville booking bot. That's what we'll call this, Greenville booking bot. Um, and it's going to be called Olivia. Olivia is a knowledgeable and friendly sales rep for Greenville Landscaping, right? So, like I said, all of the assistants have these four elements where it's like the identity, the style guardrails, and the response guideline. And then the task. The task is basically that's the main thing of what it's going to do. Um, and then like this is how it behaves, but then it's not going to be able to do things until you give it some tools and abilities. So we're going to go over here, give it some tools and abilities by just adding some tools and abilities. So update, like we want it to be able to update details. And this is because like it's going to be a, a chat widget on a website. So everything that comes in is just going to say guest visitor. So we want it to collect the names and then update the CRM. And so we're going to give it these tools. And what good is a booking bot if it can't actually book? So we're going to give it these tools and we'll give it these tools as well. And so right now with this, this will be able to book. Okay. Well, one last thing that we need it to do is we want it to be able to, we need to add a calendar. And so what it's going to do is it's going to look at calendars that are in your sub account. So we're going to add a calendar and we'll just say estimates. As I already put a calendar in here. And so that's pretty much it. So we're going to say, we're going to greet the user, ask how you can assist them based on their response, provide relevant information, ask about their needs. If they express interest, suggest scheduling an estimate. Yep. Collect the contact information, including their name, phone number, email address, property address. And now this is something I had. I said, make sure to use your tools to update the user's details whenever they give you your details. It's important that you collect the user's name and address for any estimate. And then so this is kind of like a little subtask of this task. Use the check availability tool to find suitable times for the estimate. Once they confirm, book appointment, and then thank them and the conversation. That's great. Now what I'm going to do, so right now, like this will be able to book through chat. So what we need to do is we need to give it a active tag to turn it on. So we'll come over here and let's create an active tag. And so like you can see, I was just doing this a second ago. Well, we'll just call it Greenville Booking Bot. And like that's the name of the tag. And then we'll call it Greenville Bot, right? And so you have to assign it to the bot that you want. And then this will be the actual tag that will get assigned to this contact, right? And so what this means, it's an active tag, right? When this tag is assigned to a contact, now this assistant is active, right? So now what we're going to do is, oh, this is no assistant. Did I get the wrong one? Greenville Booking Bot. There we go. That was weird. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to create a workflow to turn on that assistant, so that the AI will turn on. So we'll just come over here. We'll come over here to automations and we'll create a workflow and we'll just call it turn on AI. I like to kind of number them. Turn on AI live chat. And our trigger will be if the customer replied, right? And then we can add a filter here for the channel is going to be our live chat. And then so when someone talks to our chat widget, what we're going to do is we're going to add a tag, and it's going to be that Greenville bot that we just made. So now when someone's talking to our chat widget, we're going to add that tag to them, and now that AI assistant will be on. It'll be on and live. Okay, so now we have to actually add the chat widget to the website. So you just go over here to the website, go to chat widget, make one. It's really easy to do. You just go over here and we'll just say Greenville chat widget. You can mess around with all these configurations if you want. I'm not going to. Save it and you go here to websites, Greenville landscape, and you go to settings and see under chat widget, we're going to say Greenville chat widget. So now that chat widget is up and running. Boom. So now if we come here to the website and I refresh it, our chat widget is down here. And again, when I created that chat widget in the settings, you can decide where on the website it goes and mess with the colors and stuff. But so now, if I talk to it, based off of that workflow that we created over here, a tag should come on, and I'm going to actually open up a conversations tab so that we'll see it when it comes in. So I'm going to say like, enter your question. What kind of services do you do? And so now it's the customer replied, right? Or let's see, did it? And so this is the thing, because it's GHL, it's going through a workflow. Like any of the delay, yeah, so there we go. Give us a minute. So yeah, you have to give it a second for the workflow to go. At HighLevel Landscaping, we offer a variety of services, including lawn care, tree pruning, and hardscaping. Is there a specific service you're interested in? And so right now it's booking, and this will book an appointment for you, right? This this will book an estimate just with this. Um, is there a specific service you're interested in? Yeah, I would like to get an estimate for an irrigation system. And by the way, you can like edit the time it takes. It's always going to take a few seconds, especially on Chat Widget, but you can make it be longer if you want so it doesn't seem robotic. Great choice. An irrigation system. Could you please provide your name and address so that we can give an estimate for you? My name is Bernie White. Here. Yeah, my name is Bernie White. My address is, and I'm just going to give it a fake address, 132 Elm Street, Greenville, South Carolina. And because we gave it that tool, theoretically, it should update. See, before it said guest visitor, now it says Bernie White. It updated the information in the CRM to Bernie White, and it updated the address as well, just from doing that. And it says, all right, we can schedule an estimate for Thursday, February 6th at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Yeah, let's do 10 a.m. And so now it's going to book an appointment. So there you have, like, well, let's watch it, book the appointment. Boom, appointment details. So book the appointment. So there you have it. In 13 minutes, we set up an AI assistant to book appointments on your website. Now let's take it a step further. I want to get it to be able to call me if we want it to call us. Okay. So all we have to do is edit the prompt a little bit and give it a phone number, and it'll actually have the ability to call us. So what we're going to do is let's come over here to back to our AI assistant. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a custom tool in here that will add a tag. And I'm going to say, none of these. I'm going to say, yeah, this is one I've done before. Add tag AI phone call, right? And the name actually sort of matters because you're sort of telling the AI what you want it to do. So you want it to be all like underscore lowercase. It's a function that you're going to call it. So I'm going to say add tag AI phone call, and I'm going to say use this tool to add a tag to the user if the user wants a phone call, right? And then the tag that we're going to add is we're just going to say phone call, right? So if the user wants a phone call, we're going to add a tag that says phone call, right? use this tool to add a tag to the user if the user wants a phone call. Boom. And then we have to add this to the assistant. So when you make a tool like this, it's basically like a little side quest, like side prompt. Like we have our main prompt, and then you add a tool. This is like another prompt. So use this tool to add a tag to the user if the user wants a phone call. And then what is the name of the tool? I like to call out the actual tool. And so now what I'm going to do up here, because I'm going to just kind of make it a little separate thing. I'm going to say if at any time the user asks you to call them, make sure here's what I'll do. Ask for their phone number if you don't already have it. And then use your, so we have these tools. Use your tools to update their details, and then use the tool add tag AI phone call to add a tag to indicate that the user wants a phone call. Then let the user know you will be calling them shortly. I like to speak to the assistant like it's a 5-year-old, right? Like be very, very clear. So there's not really any room for interpretation. So I'm going to say, all right, if at any time the user asks you to call them, ask for the phone number, because if I call them and then it doesn't have a phone number, it might just say like, sorry, I couldn't make that happen, right? So I need to let it know. Ask for their phone number if you don't already have it. Use your tools to update the CRM. So then we need to put it in the CRM. And then use the tool add tag a phone call to add a tag to indicate that the user wants a phone call. Then let the user know you will be calling them shortly. Boom. So now what we have to do is give this a phone number so that we can call it. And I already have a phone number that I'm not using, and it happens to be a Greenville area code. So we're going to just use this phone number. If you are doing this from scratch, you would just go up here, buy one, and then just assign it to a assistant. So this one doesn't have anything on it. So I'm going to take this phone number and assign it to our Greenville booking bot, save it. And now if I come back over here to assistants, I can see that it has this phone number. So by the way, if I call this number right now, it'll just answer and go through these motions. But so now what I want to do is I'm going to take this ID and I'm going to create a workflow here that says make outbound AI phone call. And our trigger is going to be if a tag is added, and that tag is going to be phone call, right? Because that is the tag that we just we're talking about, right? Otherwise, this will not work. Just want to double check. Yeah, phone call. All right, perfect. So our trigger is going to be if that tag gets added. So the AI will autonomously add that tag. And if the tag does get added, or if the customer replies with the phrase, call me, or like give me a call, something like that. It's kind of a fallback. Then what we're going to do is we will use our custom action, make AI call, and we're just going to paste this assistant ID that we got from right here. We're taking this assistant ID and we're going to paste it in right here. Boom. So now in this prompt, it's just going to, like if we're talking to it, it'll do its same thing, but here it'll call and walk through the same kind of motions, and it'll be able to book as well. So let's run through this again. Let's refresh it. Well, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to like really refresh it. And let's start over. Oh, and I'm going to, yeah, okay. So again, it takes a second. This one's taking a little while to, there she is. So now I'm going to see if it'll call me, right? Hoping you could call me. And so what we're going to see is if this workflow gets enrolled. Boom. And so it just did. Let's see what she's. And so theoretically, I should get a call in just about in a second. Okay. So she has to do that part first. I'd be happy to arrange a call. Could you please provide me with your phone number? And then here we go.
Hi there. This is Olivia from Greenville Landscaping. How can I your landscaping needs today?
Yeah, I just found you guys on Google, and I wanted to see if I could schedule an estimate.
Great. I'd be happy to help you schedule an estimate. Could you please provide me with your address so we can arrange a visit?
Yeah, my address is 13210 Elm Lane, Greenville, South Carolina.
Thanks for providing your address. Let's find a suitable time for your estimate. Let me check our availability for scheduling your estimate. On Thursday, February 6th, how does 10:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. sound to you?
Can we do 11 a.m.?
Just to confirm, you want to book the appointment at 11 a.m. on Thursday, February 6th. Let me go ahead and secure that for you. Your appointment is all set for 11 a.m. on Thursday, February 6th. If you have any questions before then, feel free to reach out. Looking forward to helping you with your landscaping needs.
Okay, thank you so much. And that's how you do it. So I should have added in an additional prompt to say, make sure you get the name. But either way, I mean, in less than 30 minutes, we set up an AI voice assistant to go onto your website, take book appointments, get their needs, and call them. So pretty cool. That's how you do it. And if we wanted to, we could even send the transcript over to the business owner. I'll set up another video to do that later. But I hope this was helpful. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much.